Hello? Hello? Hey, I caught it this time. Hey, I caught it this time. I caught it this time and I actually was muted. I got it. I don't know why. Like, I swear, half the time my mic's like, hey, you're not gonna get connected. You're not gonna be connected. Hello, Lupin. But yes, hello, Lupin. Hello, Foggy. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Doge. Hello, everybody. I think that is a VCAT I saw. I think I said hi to everyone. If I didn't say hi to someone, hi. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome to Just Chatting. We're gonna have fun stories today. As fun as stories can be. I am looking forward. I like the Just Chatting streams. I like the Just Chatting streams a lot. I know there's no fancy visuals, right? You just have to stare at my model the entire time. But trust me. Trust me. Trust me, there's stories. There's a lot of stories. There may or may not be a small ranting section at some point in today when I talk about the really god-awful week I had for schoolwork, but everything else is fine. It's all good now and it's all done and in the past, so we're good. Stories and a little surprise? Yeah. So I have one really fun story, and I'm gonna save that one. I kind of owe you guys context. There was an image that I sent in the Discord server a few days ago. I don't remember exactly when this week. And I'm gonna save that one towards the end because I feel like that's something that should be towards the end. And hello, Yuki! Welcome in, welcome in! Let me know if you want to go by Yuki or Marshy or however you would like me to say your name. Just let me know, but welcome in nonetheless. The context, yeah. Yuki, alright. Alright. Thank you for letting me know. Let me take that drink really quick. There we go. But yes, okay, yeah, there's context. Do you guys want to... You know, I feel like if I show this text, I need to immediately explain the context, so... Yeah. It's been a while. It has been a while. And my brain is completely dead. I've been dog sitting this week as well, and trust me, it's gonna be an interesting stream because I got no sleep last night. Somehow I got sleep the night before, kinda. I don't know if that was just I was tired and I just slept through whatever the dog's doing. This night, one of the dogs just kept barking and would not stop barking. Yeah, Ruri, I would argue there was very little sleep involved. Maybe 2 hours, 2 actual solid hours, and then the dog would bark. And then I'd be awake for like 10, or asleep for 10 minutes and the dog would bark again. That's what it felt like anyway. So, it'll be interesting. You like a cat? Don't sleep? Don't cats sleep a lot? You drank anything or something? Yeah, it was just dogs. I have to dog sit. So every once in a while, some people know this, my neighbor goes out of town and I go over there and dog sit. And part of dog sitting is obviously taking care of the dogs. And the other part of it is I sleep over at their house because the dogs have separation anxiety, kinda. Not really bad, but they don't want to be alone, and my neighbor doesn't want them to be alone, so I sleep over there. And then the dog, the younger one, barks at everything, and 2 cats decided to start fighting at like, I don't know, midnight last night, and they wouldn't stop. Like, I swear it was just cat fight after cat fight, and that's what I kept hearing, and the dog would bark. And then it was fun. It was fun. W-cat, no! No! What do you mean W-cat? What do you mean W-cat? No, that cat does not deserve any sort of recognition at all, Doge. Not at all. Those cats, they sacrificed my sleep, but that's okay. Other than that, dog sitting, it's been fine. Does your dog whine a lot when I had family? Yeah. Okay, personally, I have 2 dogs as well. The neighbor has 2 large dogs. I have 2 tiny dogs. And one's part Chihuahua. And, I think that explains a lot about this dog's personality. He's great to us. If anyone walks in that isn't us while we're here, all you hear is barking. That is all you hear. And if you pick him up, he quiets down, but otherwise, he's loud. The other one sometimes barks. I think she's a Chihuahua something. Or no, a terrier something. She's a terrier something. She's not Chihuahua at all. Terrier something. She barks sometimes, but normally she just runs away. You have a demon dog? He's Chihuahua Maltese, so I don't know. He's like half subdued and half not. Are they communicating them by barking? I think they're trying to be like a danger alarm, but I don't know. They're just loud. I don't know what to think of him if I'm being completely honest, but yeah, I know. He's loud. But anyway, it's fun. Then the dogs do act as a good danger alarm because that then causes our cat to go and hide under my parents' bed sheet, and she becomes a lump, and she always has a poopy butt. So then every single time it happens, my parents have to wash their sheets because the cat literally stinks up the entire sheet, and it's a zoo at my house. At least my lizards don't care at all when the dogs bark. Snake doesn't care. The gecko sometimes perks his head up. That's it. Make the cat take a bath. Okay. Story about the cat taking a bath. So the cat's name is Fifi. She's a very floofy, I don't know. She's some kind of Siamese, I think. She has like the Siamese color pattern. Let me see. Do I have a picture of her? Actually, I should. Here, I do. I took a picture just earlier. With an unrelated thing that I'll also talk about later. Let me open up. It was in media. Did I send it to me? I did, right? Yeah. She photobombed me earlier, so I'll just crop out the piece of the picture. She is very floofy and she absolutely hates water. This is Fifi. This is Fifi. She's a very floofy cat. And when she was younger, like a half cat size, like half this size, we did end up throwing her into the bathtub. And she was fine in the bathtub. She actually used to like to lay in the bathtub until we turned on, like we have a shower head that is like a handheld one. We tried to clean her poopy butt. My mom's hand did not survive the encounter very well. So we do not bathe Fifi. The last time we had to go and get her cleaned, we had to take her to the vet so they could hold her down and shave her poopy butt. She's a handful. He's judging you heavily. Fifi is just making sure I'm not gonna go touch her. She's a very skittish cat. Like, she'll stay around if we're careful, but if we move in a way she doesn't like, she's out of there. She is a very, very stereotypical cat. But she's great when she wants to be. Am I excited for the what? Welcome in Elite. No, are they making that? Is that a thing that's being made? I don't think that's a thing that needs to be made at all. Considering I was never into, that trend. Wait, is this a thing? There's no way. There is no way that Sony is making that. I can tell you I'm not watching that. I looked it up right as you said that. I'm like, no, I was never into that trend. I was never into that trend. I personally don't understand the trend. Good for the did anyone want that? Does anyone genuinely want that? Elite. Does anyone want that? Is that something that someone wants? No, I'm good. I'm good, Elite. I'm good. I'm good. You can keep the Labubu popcorn bucket all to yourself. You can keep it. You can keep it. Felipe, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just thinking, is that actually a thing? No. Okay, you know, I can't fault them. There's probably money to be had there. And please, don't apologize. There is no being late. Just, okay. Why does anyone want it? I don't know. You know, I can't say anything. There's a whole bunch of things that I want to happen that I think a lot of other people would not understand. Kid Icarus game part 2. I mean, you know, a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I would like. That was not on my bucket list, bingo card, whatever you want to call it, but thank you for informing me. It's gonna be a Labubu parade float at the Macy's. I hope it pops. Like whatever popped before. What float was it that completely died? Who was it? Barney. I hope it dies like Barney. I feel like, I'm sorry if that's that's probably a really bad thing to wish. I know it doesn't normally happen, but you know? Okay, enough being wrong. You know, Elite, if you're into Labubus, for anyone who's into Labubus, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that the really expensive gambling boxes are getting. I can't stay positive. I don't know why I have such a distaste for Labubus. I really don't know where the hatred stems from. There is no reason. Why is it even a popular thing? I don't know. If I remember correctly, the lore of how the fad started. It was wasn't it like a K-pop idol or something? Some kind of idol or celebrity somewhere got really into them, showed it off to their fans went and bought them, and then a whole bunch of other people just then randomly heard about it and were like, I want that! So then they went through. It's supposed to be a Modern Trolls type thing. I don't know how it started. I don't know the logistics. I know that it exists. They like to pop up my YouTube shorts for some reason of people pulling blind boxes. Probably because I like gambling stuff. I am really hopeful that in the Cookie Run collab coming this month, it's not a collab with Labubus, and that was never a fear that I had until this very moment, but it'll be fine. And it'll be fine, and it'll be good. Yeah, but, okay, well, you went all in, Foggy? You went all in? I'm not gonna go all in, but gamble 50%. 50%. And that's why you don't go all in. All right, well, that was there. Yep. Was I ahead of you before that? No, there's no way. Oh, you have the max. Wait, what do you mean I have the legit max? What do you mean I have the legit max? What makes it the... Oh. No. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, you know, Elite, if you're still here, thank you for sharing the wonderful information. I had no idea. I don't know. It's interesting information. It's interesting information. I think what I'm gonna do, right? I think what I'm gonna do is not watch that movie unless it looks like it's gonna be just as bad as the Minecraft movie. I don't, even if it, no, I don't think I could bring myself to do it. I watched the Minecraft movie because I like Minecraft, not. If one of my friends says, hey, I want to go see this movie, I might go with them. If no one says that, I don't think I'm gonna go see that movie. But, you know, that was definitely, it's definitely something. The version I made you watch. Okay, that's true. That's true. Foggy found, like, the god-awful, pre-release version, and it's kind of nightmare fuel, and it's gone forever, and I don't know why it was deleted off the internet, but it was. Anyway, let me find something. Where's the thing that I was gonna send over? I thought of a picture that I was gonna show, and now I can't remember what that picture is. I'm looking, and it's gone. It's not there. Should do the same thing. You know what, Foggy? If you find a pre-release version of the Labubu movie, I genuinely don't want to watch it, but if it's... I don't condone piracy, but that's probably the only way I'd watch it. Also, Daniel, welcome in. I am feeling great. Thank you for asking. I mean, I'm a little tired. I did not sleep, like, at all last night, but welcome in, and thank you for the follow. We're learning facts here. Did you know that Sony's making a Labubu movie? I wish I didn't know either, because I don't like that fad. I don't like that fad at all. How would you feel? Great on no sleep? Well, I'm sorry, I got some sleep. You know that feeling, right? I'm sure other people have experienced this feeling where, like, you stay up for so long that eventually you go from being tired to your body giving up on ever getting the idea of sleep, and then you're energetic again. For me, that happens around 1 a.m. I don't know why it happens, but it definitely does. So, like, you're just sitting there and you're super tired from, like, 11 to midnight, and then midnight to 1 is a gray area, and then 1 a.m. rolls around and you're like, I'm feeling great! I'm so energetic! I don't know what that is, but that's kind of the feeling I feel like I'm on right now. I woke up super tired because the dogs next door kept barking. And I guess technically they would have been with me, but... Anyway, that's how it's going right now. So if I ever say something that sounds weird, wrong, or out of line, blame it on being tired, right? Blame it on being tired. That is the key message for today. And you know what? I said I was going to save this for later. I want to say this right now because I feel like this is a good segue after I just said don't worry about what I say. And hello, Joven. Welcome in. So I said I was going to explain this today. A few days ago, again, I can't remember what day, I sent a picture to my Discord server because I got it on the front screen of my phone. Why is it so tiny? Not gonna worry about why that clipboard was so small. We'll worry about that later. Anyway, we'll go with this. I got this text from my mother. I don't know how to start with the context for this, but just imagine you're trying to do your homework. You're trying to edit together presentations for your school project, your college finals, basically. Trying to edit together stuff for it. And you get this. Don't worry about the strawberry shortcake doll profile picture. That's for my mom's thing. And thank you, Daniel. Most of them are actually fairly new as well, but Anyway, I got this text, and I was concerned. I knew the context vaguely for this text. For context for you guys, our washer has been squeaking. There's some kind of gear or something that continuously, like, grinds down or something. Something's happening in there. Maybe it's a washer. I don't know. Something's wrong and it starts to squeak if we put in heavy loads. It's still under warranty, so we had the washer company come out and fix it. And apparently, this is the text that my mom sent. Now, if you take away that text and you look at the whole text chain, it gets so much weirder. Look at that. This is what my mom sends me. This is what my mom sent me. Okay, I don't know if I was supposed to share it, but I feel like this is something. This is something that this is my life. This is what I get. Hopefully it's readable. Let me know if I need to make it larger. I don't want to read this out loud because then I'd be trying to do an impression of my mom. I don't think that's necessary. I don't know. I don't know. But when I was talking about sending context, originally I hadn't gotten the last 2 texts. I wasn't gonna include the last 2 texts, but I felt like they added something to the conversation. Anyway, as promised, there's your context for the text that I got that I made you guys answer a poll for, and then you guys said you wanted it, and then I said I'd say it on stream. So there's your context. Have fun. Also, thank you, Daniel! I need to also, there's so many steps that went into getting my model. Let me take this drink really quick. Thank you, Jovi. There's so many things. I've made so many videos and stories about how this model came to be. It went through so many different hands until it got to the point that it is, but I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, thank you. Sip, sip, fine. Here, let me take the water. You hear the ice? You hear the ice? I hope you hear the ice because it's very loud on my end. So you take the water, right? You open it. You know, it has a little straw. Sip, sip, Foggy. I always say the sip, sip after, which doesn't make sense. But I sipped it, the ice is still in my hand, and yeah, ice. Good job. Perfect. Perfect. No, Jovi, I'll do sip, sip. I will not say any other word. If you ask for the sip sip, I will do the sip sip. I own only the sip sip, okay? Only the sip sip. I'm not small, okay? I'm not tiny. I'm not short. Whatever word you may say, that's not me, okay? Why are the throws so tiny?
Can we bring your mom on stream more for these just chatting streams?
Nah, I don't know when. Was that really quiet? I feel like that was really quiet. Let me turn that up some. I don't, maybe at one point. All right, I turned it up. It's probably still messed up from when Scales and I did the collab because I kind of turned it off. Yeah, I don't know why the throws are small. Are you guys okay if I like put a really ugly thing on this? You know, okay, you guys can have a really ugly thing on the screen. I need to figure out. It's clipboard. Check customization. No, everything should be fine. Scales with model. Here, let me try something. There we go. I fixed it. Okay, I got it. I see what the issue was. It's because the model didn't register as being full size, so I just redid it. Okay, everything's good. We're good now. Use the name, but the words change. That's true. Karaoke. If you guys want to play word guess later, we can play the word guess later. Am I excited for Christmas? I mean, there's still Thanksgiving, isn't there? There's still quite a ways to go, right? I mean, yes, I am excited for Christmas. I'm not expecting to do anything for Christmas, but I'm excited. Okay, let me rephrase. I'm excited for college. I'm excited for this semester to be over. I'm very excited for that. And because Christmas is during the break, I am excited for Christmas. I'm also excited that right before Christmas, like the week of the 15th, I get to go to Disneyland and hopefully not get sick this time. And then also the week of the of January 5th, right after Christmas, I get to go to Disneyland again. And I'm very excited for that. Always gets you sick. That is not true, Foggy. Also, I need to clarify. I found out. I have clarification. I did not get sick from Disneyland. I have clarification. I got sick from college. You know how I got sick from college and how I know? Because right before I left, this old guy coughed right into my face. You know what happened 3 days later? That's right, I got sick. You know what else happened? I came back and half the college campus had whatever kind of sickness I had, and it's still spreading because all the people that had it when I had it are perfectly fine now, and the rest of the college population is completely sick. So it's there. Don't know, it's not, no, I'm blaming the old dude because the old dude had no manners and didn't wear a mask when he was coughing. What mask did you wear for Halloween? I just had like a white generic, like face mask. It was kind of an athletic wear mask because it, lets you breathe in better. Let me see because it was literally the exact same costume I used for Level Up. So if I can pull up a picture of Level Up, I can, yeah, that works. It was one of these. God damn it. I hate that I looked over for the Discord notification. This was the costume that I wore for Halloween. So when it comes to the mask, it's just like a generic, like face mask. Like it's just a generic white face mask. That's all it was. So trust me, I was coughing on no children. I was not contaminating any children. By the time Halloween rolled around, I was not contagious anymore. It was purely just noise. Because it was like phlegmy, and that was it, okay? That was it. Alright, so yeah. You're tiny like 4'2". I'm not 4'2". I am 5'10", thank you. I am 5'10". I am not 4'2". I am very much taller than that. Could be his final year, how rude. No! Okay, Daniel. No. Dude was like no older than 70. If he was even 70. If he wasn't 70, that was unfortunate for him. If he was, like, maybe it was like really late 60s to early 70s. That is like where I believe that guy's age range was. Guys, I'm not short. Why is that what Stream Elements says? Stream Elements is lying. Stream Elements is lying, okay? No. It's a lie. It's a lie, people. Guys, it's a lie, okay? It's a lie. It's 100% a lie. So you know to expect a raid within the next half hour? Oh, alright. I will remember, and thank you, Lupin, and see you, Lupin! She's a small person. I'm not small. Welcome in, Frost. Let me take that drink really quick. Thank you for the drink. Belated sip. Here we go. Stream Elements doesn't lie. Stream Elements lies a lot. At least when you ask about the height, it lies a lot, because that's not my height. I don't know why you guys don't trust me with my height. I don't know why. I don't know what, like, what of anything you don't trust. I am 5'10". As long as I stand up tall and proud, I am 5'10". If I don't, I'm like 5'8", because not gonna lie, I slouch a lot. But, hey, 5'10". You remember it, people? 5'10". I was supposed to be 6 feet tall, and that never happened, but that's okay. And you know why? Okay, you want to know a good way on how I'm gonna be able to prove to you that I'm not in the 4-foot range? You know how? Because I need to make a very tall plushie, and I'm currently in the process of sizing up my pattern for said very tall plushie. And you know what that means? That means when I make my 4-foot tall plus plushie, it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna be taller than it, and I'm gonna have to be able to carry it and everything else, and photograph it. Yeah, that's English. I'm gonna have to be able to photograph my plushie. Body pillow. It's not a body pillow. It's not a body pillow, god damn it. It's gonna be a plushie. It's gonna be big. Look at this. This plushie over here, it's 2 feet tall. It's a 2-foot tall plushie, okay? I'm very much taller than this 2-foot tall plushie. And then over here, you have the wing. You see something with that? The wing! Just the wing for this plushie. It's gonna be the exact same character, exact same everything. It is not a body pillow, Ruri. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You also don't need to make it. You're making it because he's one. No, okay. No, I made a promise. I made a promise. Do you need pictures of the promise? I can give you pictures of the promise. Let me also remove some of these images so I don't get confuzzled. Okay. So I made a comment on on Discord, which was for a competition for Cookie Run, right? There was a competition and it was Husband of the Year, and I made a thing. I also posted this on Twitter and said, hey, if Black Sapphire wins, I'll make a 4-foot-tall plushie of him to go with my other two. Right? And you know what happened? You know what happened with this? Not only did I put it out there and I keep my promises, even if it takes a while, I, in response to that, where is my picture? I got a like. The voice actor for the cookie liked my post, okay? I got a like from the voice actor. And you know what that means? I need to commit to it. I am now obligated to commit to it. Foggy, what do you think I'm doing this plushie for? It's so my Twitter's gonna be active and you're gonna love it, Foggy, because you follow me and I'm gonna be posting stuff about the cookie plushie, and then your Twitter's gonna be over on the cookie stuff. That's how that works. But yeah, alright. Socials more, this wasn't what I had in mind. You guys never said, you just said to post. And I'm posting. You can check. I posted right before stream. I checked right before stream, okay? If you want to look at it, it's there. And it's gonna be there. And I'm gonna make more. Because that's the only way I could convince my parents to let me do this. Even though I have nearly all of the materials that I need for this, if I'm being completely honest. If it's the link that you sent the other day. Blame for that as well. You mean the murder drones mod that you found? Then I understand that. I understand that. Also, hello, Dark. You've been here for a little bit, but hi. I feel like I forgot to say hi to you, Dark. But so you know, not cuddling this plush. I've been informing. So I'm in like a Discord server with other people that I met. Okay, so I'm technically in 2. I'm in a Discord server with people that I met for the art event that happened in the Cookie Run thing. I didn't do much for it, like at all, but I watched it. I watched it and I kind of talked a little bit in there just because I liked the art that people were making, and I joined a Discord server with people from my team, and I've been sharing my progress with them, and they're excited. And then I went over and I joined one that was just for people who voted Black Sapphire in the whole Cookie Husband poll thingy. And they're very invested in it. And you know those life-size Pokemon plushies that they made and may still make? The ones they made with like Lucario and Gardevoir? They're trying to tell me to recreate the pictures that they used in those. So let me pull up the specific ones they sent me, because this is funny. They want me to recreate these wonderful pictures, and that's not it. Can I steal a picture, please? Let me take this drink while I look. Thank you. You have a problem? I don't have a problem, Milk. I don't have a problem at all. Look at this. Look. I could recreate this picture. I'm sure having a 4-foot-tall plushie of this character, I will be able to recreate that picture. You know what? It's possible. It's possible. Do I still have this on? Do I still have it on? Sip. Fine. I'll do the sip, Foggy. I did the sip, Foggy. Okay. Okay.
So I'm concerned. Also got to make it close to your height so you can cuddle.
It's not even gonna be 5 feet tall. I don't think it's possible to... I know anything's possible, but no, I'm not gonna try it. The fact this plushie is gonna have such a strong metal armature in it so it can actually stand up by itself I don't think it would make a very good cuddle companion or pillow in what it's gonna be. Because if I didn't have the armature, like even the 2-foot one has an armature in it, I just didn't make its neck strong enough to support its head weight, which now I know for next time, but no, I just know, it's not gonna turn out well. No, no, it's not gonna be great. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what you're talking about, Foggy. But you know what we can do? If we press P and 6, we can have a purple cookie of our own. And he can just stay here and he can be happy and everything will be fine. What is Foggy on 6? Oh, Gardevoir. Oh. Oh. I don't, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, that's what's been going on with me. That's probably what I'm gonna do after. So, I'm gonna try and finish the pattern. Because I sized up the pattern. I printed out all the pieces of paper. Now I just need to cut and assemble them. Really, I only have the wing assembled. I also have the hand, because the hand was on one page, and like the brooch gem for him on one page. Everything else, I think the most pages that one was the back of his hair. I think that's 25 pages that I need to cut and assemble. And then there's also a lot of other stuff. I got rid of the pit toggle redeem. Okay, I forgot to turn on a lot of redeems. Let me fix that right now. I cannot, here, we'll turn that one on. We'll turn that one on. Turn that one on. I'll turn that one on. Turn that on, because why not? Oh, why is that one turned off? And turn that one on. There's no game action. I don't want to turn that on, but I feel like it's necessary. 1, 2. And sure, we can have that one, and we can have... I think that's all of them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just realized I still need to go through and make I still owe 2 color schemes. I still owe the Teto color scheme and whatever the other one was, the yellow haired. It was yellow haired, right? I owe 2. I owe 2 color schemes and I still need to make them. Oops. Redeems? What redeem was redeemed? I cannot see my redeems. Stretch. Oh, fingers and stretch. Okay. What we'll do is we'll do the fingers, and while I'm stretching, we'll do the other stuff. Do not hit the throws button while I am doing this, because you will not see it. And I guess I could refund it. There you go. You have your fingers. You have your fingers. Enjoy your fingers. I haven't had this in a long time. Okay. God damn it. All right. Let's go back. Let's go to the side. Let's go to the other side. Let's go down. Then go back again, and nothing popped, so I'm very impressed. Alright. There you go. There you go. I did the stretch. I did everything else. Show off the model? Okay. Do you want to see the entire model, or do you just want to see parts of it? There's options here. There's options here. You got options. You got options. What do you want to do? Here, let me take him away. Anything. I can do everything. I can do certain things. It all depends. It all depends on what you want to see. Because it depends. Anything and everything? Okay, alright, we'll go through the basic one then. Come on, model. So, as you can see, I have legs. I have an entire model. Did someone take my wings away? No. That was me. I took my wings away. Okay, so I have a full model. My wings, they stretch a lot. So starting at the bottom, you gotta go for every piece because there was no specified. I got feet. I have no toenails, but I have feet. I also have very stretchy legs, right? I have kneecaps, you know, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. I got the fingers that you guys already saw. They move really weird. And then I have everything else. Obviously you already saw it. Wings can disappear, wings can go back. Let's zoom into the face for the final stuffs. With the final... Oh, hi, Vex. Welcome in, Vex. With the final stuffs, right? I can take the halo. I can make the halo go on and off, which you guys have power to do as well. And then the fun stuff. Like a sunburn. Guys, it's a sunburn. It's sunburn. And then once you go with the sunburn, there's also the tears that I never use like at all because they're not visible, especially from a distance, but I have them. They exist. And then there's really bad PNGs that can stick to my eyeballs. There's that's the Halo. There's there's better PNGs that can stick to my eyeballs. And it's great. And that's all of the basic stuff that comes with the model. Of course, there's also the unofficial stuff that I kind of jerry-rigged together for my own amusement. Like Shadow Milk color scheme, right? Right? Like there's other things, but those are not normally a part of this. Pit toggles. There. You got your 3 seconds. You got your 3 seconds, all right? There you go. All right, so we got everything. Why do people want pit toggles? Because the people are weird. Don't question the weird people. Just ignore them. Just ignore the weird people. I mean, you kind of have to satisfy them just enough so they know you're listening, right? Right? I mean, I didn't say anything, Shadow, not at all. She sees pit and purple cookie. Okay, no, that's not what that is, okay? Obsession does not equal romantic feelings, okay? We gotta understand this. There's a difference, Foggy. There's a very big difference. I don't think you understand it, but there is. Yeah, so no, let me open up something really quick so I can see. I lost my pictures. That's sad. Oh well. Got rid of us, then it got even wider. People would take over. Okay. That's true. That's true. I said about Purple Cookie Husband of the Year. What did I say for that? I didn't say anything. If you're talking about the thing that I sent, it was VCat's picture, not mine. I didn't say anything. Just the fact that I was happy he won, even though I honestly would have been fine, because both the runner-up and him were honestly my two contenders. My two favorite cookies in that game were runner-up and first place, which probably means I have very basic taste if that's how that worked, but that's okay. And comment on Discord? What do you mean my comment on Discord? I don't think I had one, Foggy. I think you're making stuff up. I think you're making stuff up. I definitely think you're making stuff up. Do I play Cookie Run Kingdom daily? Yes. There's no question about that. I play it daily. Probably minimum 3 hours a day. Most of the days. If I'm really busy, normally it's only like an hour. It's basic. I'm not basic, okay? In most, no, not basic. If I was basic, I wouldn't play Cookie Run, right? That's how that works. But yes, Ruri, I do. I 100% do. That is the only reason why I'm able to stay in top 0.5% in the arena, and I stay there consistently for the past couple of months. It makes me happy. I like the game. There's a really big update coming out Tuesday. There is a very big update coming out Tuesday, and I am so excited. Also, welcome in. Let me know how you would like me to say your name, because if I try and pronounce it by myself, I'm gonna butcher it, but welcome in. We'll move off of the Cookie Run topic right now, because I'm sure a lot of people don't care about that topic. So that is what we're gonna do. Speaking of, there's one thing I want to do again. How would you guys feel about doing another confession stream? I want to do another confession stream. It's been a long time. I don't remember when we did the last one, but we've done a lot of stuff. Do I spend money? Yes, I do spend money. And if so, how much do you spend? Then how much of a time span do you wait till you spend money again? It's normally monthly. Cause every month they come out with an update. I normally buy the $15 pass for each update. So I guess once a month I do it on that game. And I only buy the stuff that's really worth it, that gives good value and saves me time. So like, think about it, once a month, $15. That's how much I spend on the game, which is honestly more or less than I spend on the card game now. So I feel like that's fair. Yeah. But, yeah. I'll work on making another forum for confessions and let you use the template later tonight. Thank you, Foggy! So, does that mean... well, I don't want to do it unless, like, other people are interested. If other people are interested in the confession stream, okay, Vex is interested, Shadow's interested. How many of... I don't remember. I think quite a few of you weren't here for the last confession stream. I genuinely also don't remember when it was. It was before the summer. I know that much. I think it was before the summer. It's heavily filtered again. You weren't? Yeah, okay. So, the confession stream. It was the 12-hour stream? So, around March? Okay, so not quite, it wasn't quite a year ago, but it's been a long time. So let me explain the last confession stream. So basically, confession stream, we'll open up a forum in the announcements channel of my Discord server. And, you know, people get to submit their confessions. This can be anything from, hey, I don't know, I stuck my thumb into the sugar container, all the way to weird things that you enjoy. Like someone said they dipped their Oreos into orange juice. I still cannot think of that I don't know who it was. I don't remember who it was. But it's just stuff. It's just stuff. It's like a legit confession, like your honest reaction and an answer. It's more of people submit what they want to submit anonymously. It's all anonymous, and then I'll react to it kind of thing. I did not submit any of my own last time, although I could probably slip my own in this time, and I just could pretend and I could hear what you guys have to say about it. I might do that, I might not. A secret or something weird? Yeah. Yeah, basically. I would not seek myself for advice. I would not treat this as a church confessional. I don't think I could submit good enough answers for that. Although it would be funny if I tried that, but I don't think I could. But it'd be fun. Put your own in there. Me and Milk wouldn't know. I mean, you really wouldn't. You really wouldn't. Drinking Italian sauce dressing count as something normal? You know, I honestly think that something like that would make a good confession, right? I think that's the kind of confession that we're looking for. It's more of just sharing weird things. I don't know if it should be considered like, I don't know if it should be called the confession stream or the hey, share weird stuff with me stream, but confession stream just sounds interesting. I hate chat. No, that is not how that works. Don't clip that out of context. I do not. Okay, I do not. That's not what that means. That is not what that means, okay? Now, Foggy, I mean, no. No, Foggy, I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. Especially not here. Now, there might be other people that I've come across I don't like, or that freaked me out. Like the kid in singing class that tried to flirt with me by holding an umbrella over my head when it stopped raining. That was pretty bad. Or that he sang love songs in singing class while staring directly at me and he was horribly off pitch the entire time. Now that I would say I don't really want to see him again. But, no, okay. Some people just have more stories than others, Foggy. There's still so many people. I'm sure one day I'll randomly remember and I'll be like, oh, I have stories about this person. That has not happened yet. It really hasn't. But it could. Honestly, the last few semesters of college, people-wise, have been very, very, boring. Last semester, I don't think anything happened. This semester, definitely nothing's happened, except I had some really bad teammates. Other than that, nothing. Nothing. Vex. Are you saying it has to be a yes to both things? Does it have to be a yes to both things? Is there like a yes and a no and a yes and a yes and a yes and a no and a no? Like, are there 4 options? Are there 2 options? How many options do you want with that poll, Vex? That doesn't seem fair. Doesn't seem fair. Yes or no? Only a yes or no? But I neither. It should be no. No is the truthful. No is the truthful thing. The answer is clearly no. Dark. The answer is clearly no. No. Guys. Oh, there's a lot more than yes and no. Nah, she feeds them? Okay. I haven't looked in the basement at all, but you guys haven't posted in the basement, so I'm hoping you guys didn't die in the basement. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about with the basement. Yeah, there is no basement, guys. Don't worry about the basement. The basement doesn't exist. The basement's perfectly fine. You know, go check out the attic. There's 2 people up there, and they're really happy up in the attic, I'm sure. They seem very happy up in the attic. They have running water in the attic, so truly, surely, possibly they're fine up in the attic. Just don't worry about the basement. I did recently install a tap into the basement, and that's perfectly fine. So, you know, at least they have running water. Apparently a fish can survive in a tub based on just like the stuff that's floating around in the water. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfect. Why do they get water? You guys have water too I mean, you're not in the basement. There's water in the basement. You guys just, I don't know why you haven't found the tap yet, unless Foggy's hoarding the tap. Foggy could just have hidden the tap so none of you guys have water. I know Foggy knows about that. Foggy watched me install the tap into the basement. Thank you. I don't know. Blame Foggy. Go search for Foggy. He knows where the tap is. Basement is infected or something horrible too. No! Rory, no! No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Why do they get water? No. Well, I mean, you know, you changed the... I did not! You guys did that to yourselves. You're just trying to incriminate me. I didn't do that. You guys all walked into the unlocked basement by yourselves. You crawled in there. You refused to leave my basement. If anything, you're living rent-free in my basement, right? You're living rent-free in my basement, and I can't do anything to get you out because you like it in there too much, and you will not get out of my basement. You walked and locked... No, you're not locked in. You're not locked in. You are not locked in. You guys just choose not to leave, okay? You guys have water. I don't feed you guys. I mean, some of you have went missing, so I mean, maybe you guys ate them. I really don't know. I don't condone that, but I can't stop what you guys do. The door's unlocked. The door's unlocked. The fish in the bathtub in the attic. Why are you in the bathtub? Cannibalism, no! I mean, maybe. Again, a few mods have disappeared. That might be where they went. I really don't know. Maybe that's where a certain 2 people went. A few? I can think of at least 2 that have went missing. Without saying a word, they just disappeared. So I think that's... You know, it's... Don't worry. Do you just want me to call you Tequila? How do you want me to say your name? But don't worry. It's fine. Just, it's nothing to be, it's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be scared of here. Trust me, we're a very friendly group of people. We would never do anything. No one is trapped in the basement. Everything is fine. 2 people willingly walked into my attic and refused to leave, and they're holding refuge there, and I can't even go in to get my Christmas albums, but that's okay. That's okay. So skinny like a stick. Hey, Rory. Do you even know? Apparently I have 3 people in my attic now. I don't know how Rory got in the attic. The other 2 seem very, you know, territorial of the attic. I can't remember who exactly is in the attic. I want to say it's Sky and Sanji are in the attic. You're talking about kidnapping. It's not kidnapping. No, it's not kidnapping. This got Automod targeted your message, and I, okay, it's not kidnapping. Okay. My mods have a wonderful group chat, right? They have a wonderful group chat. It's a group chat in my Discord server called The Basement. and they like to role play in the basement. And trust me, no one is actually trapped in the basement. Nothing is actually wrong. Okay, they're just in the basement. Okay, they're just saying things. Okay, no. It is fine. They're fine. Everyone's fine. No one was kidnapped. No one's being harmed. No one is being starved or dehydrated or anything. They're all perfectly fine. I don't know why there's people in my basement. They just went there. Okay? They just wandered right on in. And then the attic is a whole other story that I really don't know the complex lore to. Group chat for a moment, I thought she meant the curse thing, which is a private. No, it's a chat. Here, do you need proof? Do you need proof of this channel? I don't actually know if everyone can see the channel. I know only certain people can talk in the channel. Where is the basement? Where is the basement? The basement, there's the basement. See? If we go into miscellaneous channels, I don't look at the basement, so I don't actually know what happens in the basement. Look. So you go down below the bot commands in the lore channel, and the Pokemon spawn, and the cult chat, in the Pokemon shop, and why is the cult chat in the middle of the two it doesn't matter. And the wall of shame, you have the basement. Right above the music bot and economy bots, there's the basement. It's the basement. It is a group chat, okay? The basement is a group chat. Or whatever. Just don't worry about the basement. Don't worry about the basement. The basement, it's not bad, okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I know mods have access to the basement, and people who are level 25 plus have access to the basement to talk in it. I don't know if you can view the basement without that. Don't worry. I check media. What did you guys post in media? What did you guys post in the media channel? Oh. Gonna ignore media. We don't need to talk about media. Fancy person and boosters. Oh, it's only level 2 plus? Okay. I don't know the basement. I just let the big tarot pin people. No, okay. You know, okay. We don't worry. What's being said in the basement? Oh, of course, they haven't talked in the basement since September. But now they're talking again in the basement. I cannot read what they are saying in the basement on stream, I do not believe. But just know they're having a very fancy conversation in the basement. That is a conversation, alright. Special person? Yeah, I thought it was special person. Okay. You know, I think everyone has access to look into the basement. Guys, I'm clicking out of the basement. We are not looking into the basement. Yeah, we're not gonna look at that. We're just gonna go below. We're not looking in the basement. No one needs to. Nah, they're making up stuff in the basement. We're not talking about that. Okay, let me click off that so I cannot be distracted. There we go. All right, no more Discord. Discord is closed. Discord, I refuse to look at. We're not looking at Discord. Nope, no siree, no Discord here. What's a Discord? My Little Pony. Wow, that was such a great segue. Wasn't that 100% normal? And look, we can go on to a new conversation. I don't know what that conversation should be, but guys, we can talk about something else. There's something else to do. Right? I just realized I need to open up Discord. I want everyone to be able to view the basement and only select people to be able to talk in the basement. Cannibalism! No, that is not what we're gonna talk about. Alright, well, give me 1 second. Let me, permissions. Everybody. Yeah, everybody can view the channel. Okay, I believe. An A person can. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Where's the attic? The attic doesn't have a chat. The attic is a subsidiary of the basement that has yet to actually have anything. What goes on in the attic is whispered about through the walls, which is also not a chat. And it's hidden. It's hidden. You have a cult chat? Okay, I feel like I need to explain the story of the cult chat, okay? So, there's a lot. If you scroll a long ways back into the cult chat, you'll notice something. And that is that people used to worship a bot. I don't know what the bot's called anymore because it's went through a lot of names. It might still be called Solomon, and there's a reason. Because we found out that there's a way for the bots to react to certain words and phrases. And at the time of making this Discord server, I was really into Splatoon 3. I still really like the game. So whenever someone either said Splatoon or Sploon, the bot would respond with Sploon. And as such, people found out, and Solomon the Sploon was born. So then, every single time people needed luck on a test, anything else, they would preach to the Solomon of Sploon for luck. And it got so bad we needed to make a chat for it. So originally it was the Sploon chat, and then that became the cult chat, and then people brought up other cults into it at one point, even though the Solomon was the only one that really stuck. So it's kind of there. It's kind of unused, really. It's kind of just an extra thing, but there's history. This server has history. Is it deep history? Not at all, but there's history and there's a reason for everything. 2 weeks he was playing Solomon through midterms. Yeah, see, I remember. I paid attention to the cult chat, and it was a great chat, and it was amazing, and I love the cult chat. The cult chat's great. Even though I don't think anyone's actually... When was the last time before today? Because I'm sure someone said something today in the cult chat. When was the last time... Yeah, it did become a war. There was a very long time that it was just guns were present, and they were just going pew pew the entire time. It looks like they're kind of returning to that. Oh, Nitro had talked in November? To this month? Huh. Okay, and before that... Oh, people actually talked in here more than I thought. I mean, not a lot. It's not the daily war zone that it was before. Is everyone shooting each other? It's... You know what happens when people try and decide what religion is best? That's what they're doing here. If I remember correctly, originally it was the, I think it was Vex had the Chibi Civ cult, and which was the biggest contender to the cult of Sploon. So, yeah, there's two. So the two cults, the two main ones, would go against each other. And that's how the guns started, and they went to war, and the war never stopped. I mean, eventually the war did stop, but that's just because some of the members got inactive for a little bit. So, you know, that's what the guns are for. That's why the guns are there. We don't worry about the guns. It never stopped. Well, it sure looked like it stopped for quite a bit. There seems to be a lot of ceasefires going on in that chat for long periods of time, okay? But anyway, yes, that is there. It's a stalemate. Well, at least there's no more unnecessary loss of life going on between Chibi Civ and the Solomon of Sploon. So, you know, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. It wouldn't be good till fucking CV. Okay. To be fair, I am fine with both of them. But Solomon was there first. I support neither. Everyone is the right to their own cult. Even if you are the only one in your cult, Vex. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright. So the High Priest. Okay, you don't... Nitro has spoken of Sploon more than you have, Foggy. Okay? Is there anything else in this server that requires context? The lore channel. The lore channel has, if anyone's really bored and wants to read some really weird fan fictions, that's what the lore channel is. There's like two. There's two that are normal, and I believe two that are not normal. I believe the first two that were posted are the ones that are not normal. One of them involves me killing someone with a Ring doorbell, and I don't know how that started. I don't remember, wait, who wrote that one? Lore channel. Where are you, Lord Channel? Oh, there's also when I adopted someone. Unofficially, non-legally adoption. Who? It was Incognito? Incognito made them? Oh, okay. I did not remember that it was Incognito that made them. All right, you did what with the hey, I didn't make this story. Apparently that's what happened. Okay, it came out of a cannon. I don't know. Non-legal adoption. No, it's not kidnapping. It's a non-legal paper. The paper was brought to me and I was forced to sign it. Okay, I had signed it for a fictional character in a Roblox game. And then someone who also was a part of the community for said Roblox game came up to me and was like, would you adopt me? And held out a paper. They were not a child, by the way. And got 20 signatures. Quite literally got 20 signatures for me to be able to quote unquote adopt them. And then they became my non-legal Discord child. Solverson, if you're here, hello. I'm just saying, you're too sober. Hey, trust me, we're all sober here too. This is just what happens. I've never had anything to drink before, and I don't plan on it. But just imagine if this is what comes out of my brain cells now. Just imagine what comes if I was intoxicated. There's also a common saying here, right? I have two brain cells. Okay? One of them is purely devoted to Disneyland and only ever thinks about wait times and how busy the park is. The other one is dedicated to whatever I'm talking about at the moment. So I'm functioning on one brain cell in a dream at the moment. So there we go. We're good. No, I'm not drinking. I will gladly go my entire life without drinking. So that is what I will do. You have two brain cells and both are fighting for third place. You know, that's a very accurate description. It really is. Because just nothing happens. What did Dark? What did you just send me? Alright, I'm not. I can't look at that right now. That's a lot of words. Okay. You shouldn't drink because you would be very, no, yeah, I'm not planning on it, especially not on a stream. I'm just not planning on it in any sort of way, shape, or form. That is not what the intended anything is right now here. But hey, this is just how my brain functions with a slight lack of sleep. Sometimes I'm more, awake and aware of what I'm doing and saying. Other times I just genuinely don't know what I'm saying and I just go around doing whatever it is that I find fine. So we're good. It's not enough. Okay. Hey. I am fine. Why did I stay up late? I didn't stay up late. I stayed up until like 10. Yeah, 10:30 maybe. I tried to go to bed and then the dogs next door kept me up. That's how it worked. It's going good, Sky. It's going good. I'm a little tired because I didn't sleep very well last night. Thank the dogs. I keep saying that. Thank the dogs because it was the dogs. I'm dog sitting and that's what happened. But other than that, all good, all good. Thank you for asking and welcome in, Sky. Let me take one more drink really quick. 10 is late for me. Okay. I want to argue that 10 is normal. If you see me go to bed at 8, that means I'm not feeling well. If you see me go to bed at 9, I'm probably just bored. If you see me go to bed at 10, it's been a very good day. If you see me go to bed at 11, I have something going on that day that I don't want to go to sleep for. And if you see me go to bed at midnight, it's 50-50 on if I just didn't want to go to sleep or I can't fall asleep. Anything past midnight, normally, I just couldn't fall asleep. So that is there. Yeah. Okay. No, I was not playing League of Legends. I had to be next door. Trust me, I would have been playing something if I could. Instead, I had to sit next door and, you know, dog sit and do my job of dog sitting the neighbor's dogs, right? Consider midnight late? I do consider midnight late. About 1:30? Very late. When we went to bed after watching the new Has-Been episodes, Vex, I was very, very, very tired. I was very, very late. And the best part was I had an exam the next day, because that was Tuesday. And yeah, I thought I was going to have 2 group projects. The only reason I was actually up initially for that was because of the group projects and everything. And it was fun. I was at the park, but I wasn't at the park. I wasn't at the park, right? If this is a reference, I don't get it, because my brain is dumb and I don't get a lot of things. I don't know and I don't want to know. The cult chat is not debatable. What are you guys doing in the cult chat? Dear God, what are you guys doing in the cult chat? Where did the cult chat go? That is a cult chat. That is a lot of words. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you guys are just arguing. We're gonna ignore the cult chat. All right. If anyone's curious, there's a Discord server if you're not in it, and there's people definitely exploring. There's definitely people exploring. So we're gonna close that again, and we're hopefully not gonna open Discord again. And what was I talking about before? I genuinely don't remember. Like, actually, I don't remember. Yeah. I'm trying to pick up where I left off, and I don't know where... What happened? What happened? Something happened, and I don't remember. They're shooting again? They went back to war? Okay, someone needs to be the mediator and, like, hopefully not get shot as they stand in the middle, like, put their hands up and be like, stop! Don't do it! Don't be mean! Don't attack each other! That is what needs to happen. Oh, here we go. No talking. God. Unfaithful for shooting each other. Okay. Okay. You know, I don't condone violence, but I also don't like arguing, so I don't know which is better, if I'm being completely honest. There's something going on, right? Like, there's something going on. I just don't know what it is. Stretch. All right, let me take a drink really quick before I do that. All right, let's get up. Stand to the back. The way I always do my stretches is I do back bend and one crack on my back, and that's pretty good. Go to the side, the other side, touch my toes, and then really just kind of step around a little bit, and that is it. And I stepped on something. Oh, I stepped on my pattern. Let me move this really quick. Alright, let's not damage the giant paper wing that I made earlier. Alright. The mediator got shot? No! Wait, who got shot? No, dear God, who got shot? Oh, no. Who tried to stand in the middle? What's up with the job application? Alright. Okay, I see. Sip sip, but I didn't need a sip sip because it wasn't a redeem. So it doesn't matter, okay? It was my own personal drink. No one told me to drink, so I don't need to prove that I drank. I just said that I drank, right? Can you tell me the context? Oh yeah, you didn't get to hear the context. Okay. Now I need to do it. Alright, I'll do the context after the drink. Sip sip, Foggy. There you go. Sip sip. I always say the sip sip after I take the drink, which I think is backwards. But there. I took the drink. I took the drink. I said the sip sip. Okay? I said the sip sip. The sip sip was done. The sip sip was done. There we go. Alright, so again, at least I didn't delete these. Again, for context, I don't think some of you guys were here before, but Sky was one of the people that initially needed this. So on Tuesday, I think Shadow said Tuesday, I sent this text because I got this text from my mother as I was trying to work on my college final assignments that weren't really my finals, but basically should have been. I got this from my mom. Now, if you can guess, I was a little, questioned. I was questioning why I got this text, even though I knew the context vaguely for what this text was. So, always a great text to get from your mom, right? Don't mind the strawberry shortcake profile picture. That's just what she chose to be her profile picture on my phone. So, I got this text, and I sent it, and I did not know what to think. And I refused to give context until today, because everyone wanted context, and boom, here's your context. This was the whole text chain. This was the whole text chain, okay? This was the text chain. Vex, oh, you weren't here either, Vex. Vex, Sky, okay, yeah, both you guys weren't here. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like it burns a little bit of time, right? Truly a great thing? What do you mean? What do you mean, truly a great thing? But, you know, this is my life. This is what happens. This is everything. This is all we need. Let me take one more drink. I don't know why I need so many drinks. I do apologize. I just hit my pop filter. Hopefully you couldn't hear that. Did you not see it either, Dark? You're nuts. If she's here. I don't think she's here. I know her avatar's here. Like, I know she has stream open, right? Because this is her avatar. I don't think she's here. I think she's doing yard work. I think she's outside. I think she's doing something outside. I think that she's trying to fix an inflatable. My dad's also home. We have like an inflatable, and it kind of died. And I think maybe they're not outside. They're somewhere. They're trying to fix the fan on the inflatable, which I don't know how that's going. But hi. Hello there. It's fun. She's trying to get you dated. No, she's not. She's not. She was just, where's my little cursor? No, she was basically saying that if I were into staring at dudes, I should go, like, I would have gone out there, and that's what she thought it was like. And then what else was going on in the neighborhood, and what else was going on in the neighborhood, like, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. Ugly. Hey, not my fault that, you know, some of the cookies have really good designs. You're freaking on my face, Dark. You could move over a little bit, Dark. You could move over a little bit, Dark. You're kind of like, you know, getting in my way. I have to keep my head tilted to stay out of your... Okay. Blame Foggy. I blame everybody. I blame everybody, okay? I don't care. I only blame Foggy. I only blame Foggy. But I don't only blame Foggy because everyone wanted this, right? So I'm just gonna stand right here. God damn it! Yeah. If I go right here, then I don't have a pin in my face, and we're fine. We're fine. I can't keep my eyes open too well, but we're fine. Wait, unless, no, I can't. Wait, I can fix this. I can fix this. I can Where is VTube Studio? Hey, I fixed it. I fixed it. No one's gonna be... Don't pin myself up there. Hey. See, I'm fine. I'm out of the way. I'm out of the way of the pins. Everything's good. You know, with the two truths and a lie, right? With the two truths and a lie, I would say, you know, I know the jokes between Canada and the Geneva Convention, but I would say that the truth, you surely have a strong moral compass, right? Surely you have a strong moral compass. Surely you wouldn't joke or not joke about, I mean, like, you could joke about being Canadian, but surely, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're Canadian? So let's say you don't understand the Geneva Convention. Let's say that, and there's a text box in my face that there we go. You know what? You know what we're gonna do, since Foggy's trying to, ooh, wrong one. There we go. Since Foggy's trying to pin everybody, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some fun. I don't know what anyone's gonna get, but we're gonna have some fun. I'll figure out some kind of thing for the winner. It's not gonna be anything good, but there'll be something. It'll be something. Alright, let's see who wins! Battle Royales are fun. The boss fight is not better. Battle Royale is much better. It's faster. And everyone participates without needing to participate. God damn, Tequila died very fast. Okay. Winner gets timed out. Winner gets timed out for a minute. Yippee! Unless it's a mod, then we can't do that and we'll just explode them. Alright, so far, it's anyone's game. Suko... No, Suko took a lot of damage. Who will win? Who will win? Who will win? It looks like Suko's gonna get teamed up on. And Suko's out. It's between Foggy and Ruri. Let's see how this goes. No, Ruri, go back for the health packs. Don't let Foggy win. Go back for the health pack, Ruri. Ruri, go for the health pack. Ruri, no! Ruri. Go for the health pack, Ruri. Don't let Foggy get the health pack, Ruri. Well, that's not very nice. I can't time out Foggy. So we'll do this. Oh, it didn't go. You know, we'll just do that and we'll call that good. And that's, there we go. There we go. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, just mass explode. Okay, mass explode might be too much explosion. Just a little bit too much. Anyway. Let me look. What else is on my list of things to talk about? Oh, this also goes right back into Cookie, and that's gonna make people mad, so I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I'm trying to ignore what the card game was. Guys, I talked about it briefly in the Discord. I need to know what this feeling was. Can you stop pinning people, please, Foggy? I'm gonna turn off this command if you keep doing it. Okay, so basically, right? We had, I go to card tournaments. I go to, or I guess events, days, whatever. Vex is the only one that's knowledgeable on this. I don't know what it'd be actually called. But I keep going to card things, card locals for a certain card game. And I would like to say my deck is passable. It's not good, but it's not bad either. It's very middle of the road. And as such, I don't win very often. So normally the events I go to have like 5 people at them, 5-6 people. Store tournaments / locals. Okay, so I was vaguely in the ballpark what to call it. But I went to one on Friday, and normally the Friday ones are busier, and this one was. We had 10 people. With those 10 people, we had 3 people who played decks that I did not know how to fight against. So the thing with this thing is there's always decks, and it's basically checks and balances on what kind of deck you can easily beat. If you fight a deck of the same color, normally it's 50-50, unless like who has better cards is normally the winner. If you fight a deck of someone else, it's not great. I fight with a red deck. I am 50-50 against the other 2 people who use red decks. Yellow decks I have to change my game against, but it's also 50-50. But purple, there's 3 people who play purple. I cannot fight purple very well, especially because they all have really good cards. I won my first 3 matches who were all purple. I won them all in a row, and I was great. Because that put me into the finals. I got put into Top Cut. I had never made it into Top Cut before. You do not understand. I made it to Top Cut. I got lots of points from it. I then lost my 4th match of the Swiss rounds, but that's fine because it was vaguely close and I probably could have won if I used my hand right. But I was feeling on top of the world. I don't know if it's adrenaline or if it's dopamine or what the heck it was, but it was great. Was I shaking? Yes. Yes. I could feel my heart pounding. I was definitely shaking. Especially because all of the games were close. There is no fighting a purple player with a good deck without my deck almost losing. Didn't you almost use your online name for one of them? Yes. Actually, was it this? There was something that I introduced myself, almost introduced myself, instead of saying my real name, I almost introduced myself as Siviel. And that was fun. Because that was a very big turnaround in terms of names that I could not... I had to stop myself and be like, oh, that's oops, my bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a class. I remember it happening. Should only use Siviel? I don't think I should. So yeah, adrenaline and dopamine. It's both? Okay, so I wasn't wrong. But anyway, then I lost my 4th match. It was like, it wasn't gonna be mine. Not with how I played it. I did it badly. And then the match after that, I won. Which I'm always 50-50 as the second red player. And then the last match that determined 2nd place and 1st place, I lost because of luck. I didn't have an HP flip card, and that was sad. If I did, I would have won. But I didn't. So that's something. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but it was fun. I'm glad I now figured it out, because I felt on top of the world, and I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that feeling again. I also want to say thank you to Black Sapphire for winning Husband of the Year, because I'm going to blame my luck on that and call that the reason why it happened. Did you get high ruled? What do you mean high ruled? Which part is the high ruled part? Which my terminology is not good enough in card games yet, is the only problem. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean, Vex? What does it mean? Actually, maybe I can just look it up. That is... Genuinely, most of my matches, no. Most of my matches, I had really bad luck. Like, it was passable. I got decent enough stuff in my hand for the first 3 matches. Really, all of them, I had a decent hand. But when it came to actual luck things, like, the most luck is either drawing something good or getting the HP flips. I had no useful flips in any of my cards. So, no, I won without luck, basically. Like, obviously, I could have had a worse hand than I did, but other than that, no. No, it was... I think the final match, I had luck, because I had a whole bunch of items in my hand that I could play. And I was... So the whole night, my whole thing was I'm gonna play as weirdly as possible, because obviously there's 2 other red players in my locals normally, that the people I've played against know how they play, and they both play very similar. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna play as completely crazy as possible, and everything will be fine. So that's, I see what you're sending, Foggy. So that's what I did, and that's how that happened, and everything was fun. And yeah, I was doing a whole bunch of plays that weren't bad. By no means were they bad, but they weren't expected, and that's how I won. Because, especially with the final one, the dude kept saying how flustered he was because he didn't know what I was gonna play next. And I was elated to hear that. Although, thinking about that last match, now that I think about it, there's so much stuff I could have done better. I just didn't do it. But anyway, Sky, you mentioned getting the decks. If you do get the cookie deck, I can run through the how to play again, and we can play it. I can use my fancy little mat and we can play it. And that would be fun. Very, very fun. So yeah. Okay. Is there anything else to talk about? I had a list of stuff. We talked about the school projects vaguely. We just talked about the card tournament. We talked about the plushie, and we talked about the dog sitting, and we talked about the text messages and contacts. All right, that's my whole list. Talk about how badly you lost in Showdown? Nah, I don't think I need to talk about that. Although I will admit that we have that Pokemon Showdown tournament going on in the Discord server, right? And I have done a whole lot better than I thought I was going to. I was very happy that I didn't lose to Lupin too badly. Like, yes, I lost to Lupin, but I still won one of the matches. Did I get very lucky in that match with who I had in my team? Yes. But it worked. That's because I rigged it. I didn't have anything to do with it, Foggy. I didn't have anything to do with it, okay? Okay? Nothing. I had nothing. I wasn't even going to enter it because I was worried people would say I rigged it. And then I was put into this bracket. I had nothing to do with the bracket. Shadow and VCAT can both say I had nothing to do with the bracket. Let me take this drink really quick. Thank you. Sip, sip. Thank you. And let me take the stretch. Don't believe me? Well, you also have access to event organizer. There we go. Alright. Sit back down. It's rigged 100%. God damn it. It's not rigged, guys. Guys, it's not rigged. It's not rigged at all, okay? It's just, it's not rigged. Does anyone have any other things to talk about? Anyone? Anyone at all? Any other topics? Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. I'm not short. God damn it, that's not a topic. That's not a topic. I don't think Hazbin Hotel is a PG-13 topic to talk about on stream. Although I'm very excited for the next episodes that are coming out Wednesday, technically. AKA Tuesday at midnight Pacific. I'm very much looking forward to that. I might stay up for that because I want it, but if it ends on a cliffhanger, I'm not gonna be happy. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Behind the scenes stuff that you and yeah, we're keeping that a surprise. We're keeping that a surprise because we haven't even finished Skylanders yet, so we're not bringing that up. Day 1 stream has been. Yeah, no. Well, no, we're not streaming Hazbin. We're not streaming Hazbin. Nah. Cliffhanger? Ah, okay. And a series on a cliffhanger? It's just a season. It's just a season. And they already confirmed there's 2 more in the works. And that season 3's already been voice recorded. So, I could see them doing it. I could definitely see them doing it. I also don't know. When did season 1 come out? When did Hazbin season 1 release? 24. Oh, it released last year. Oh. So, okay. So when season 1 had come out, the rest of the seasons had not been greenlit. Until February. The seasons were greenlit in February. Which means they didn't start I don't think they wrapped up recording until April. So next year we should be getting season 3. Unless something drastic happens. Yeah, apparently it came out January of 24. I remember it being January. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, it's closer to 2 years because of how late in the year it is. I bet it's gonna be late next year that we get season 3. Like December of next year. Maybe early January of 27. Which isn't too bad, actually. Speaking of things, guys, I don't know how many of you guys are keeping up with anime recently, and I haven't talked about it nearly enough for how happy it's been making me. Isekai Quartet got its season 3 starting. Isekai Quartet's airing its season 3, and it's like halfway through it already. And I love Isekai Quartet so much. Isekai Quartet makes me so happy. Guys, Isekai Quartet. I've been watching. I'm glad you've been seeing it. I know I don't like Eminence in Shadow. I don't like the anime. I never watched season 2. Maybe that would change my opinion. I know some of you guys like it though. But I do find the interaction between the shadows and the combat, the Pleiades, I find them funny. I didn't realize, like, it didn't click into me that they had the same names, and that part's funny to me. But anyway. Welcome back, Sky. Or else you're gonna repeat yesterday. Foggy, I can send you something, Foggy. Foggy, I have something to send you, Foggy. I need to find this, Foggy. It's so wonderful, Foggy. I actually don't remember if I had sent this to you before, Foggy. But, I have something for you, Foggy. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I have something for you, Foggy. It's VTuber related, Foggy. It's VTuber related. I'm sure I sent this to you before, but look, VTuber related. VTuber related. It's perfect. It's perfect. I don't think there's. I would be very surprised if I had not sent this to you before, because I had seen this a long time ago and it just recently popped back up. Not sent that to you before? Perfect. Mischievous Ninja, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. And you know what? I will take that. I will take that. I probably won't do the stretch at the moment because I just did one, but I will take the drink. I will never turn down a water drink, and I don't know why I'm slapping my bottle like that. Let me take the drink real quick, but yeah. Welcome in, welcome in. You'll watch it later. Sip sip. I just said it, right? I just said the sip sip. I may have already put the bottle down, but I said the sip sip. I said the sip sip. I said the sip sip, Foggy. Foggy, the sip sip has been said. The sip sip. It has been said, Foggy. Yeah, so there we go. Just waiting for more of Windbreaker manga. I have never seen Windbreaker. I'd never seen anything about Windbreaker. Like, I know the name. I haven't done anything else. But yeah. Is there anything else? You need to watch it? Which is Windbreaker another sports one? Breaker anime. Oh, what is this? It's not sport. So like is this High School Delinquents? Is this High School Delinquents? What's the next story? That's a very good question. Let me try and think for a second if I have one last story to end it on. It's a fighting high school. Huh. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I need to find another story. Surely I have something else that's happened, and I just, I can't remember what it is. What happened? 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 I cannot remember what happened. I don't know, Shadow. Have you seen the deals I made with Foggy? I don't think they'd be very good deals for you, Shadow. I have to have another story. I can't let Rory down. I have to have another story. There's gotta be another story. Somewhere there's gotta be another story. I don't know what that story would be, though. What's happened? I already talked about the school stories. Is there anything else that happened during school? Not that I remember. College has been college, and that's definitely fun. Complain about Foggy. I don't think Foggy should be the premise of this story. Oh, I just got a text message. Who are you? I don't know. I'll I don't think anyone cares about Disneyland, so we're not gonna talk about that. We'll find something. We'll find something. We'll find something. Media, scroll. Alright, I have a picture. Alright, this is a picture, and this is our topic. Where is this? Picture, topic, send. I don't like the email. Look at it. Okay. Here! This was also sent recently by me. I got Carl's Jr., aka Hardee's, aka I don't know what else it could be called depending on where you are. This was on the side of my bag. Is this a threat or is this not a threat? Is this a threat? This seems like a threat. Skylanders, we'll continue Skylanders next week. We'll finish Skylanders, actually. Yeah, we'll finish Skylanders next week, or at least attempt to. No, it's a promise. No, this is a threat. Okay. So I looked at the side, okay? I looked at the side of the bag. I for context, had gotten a California Classic, which is basically just a burger with lettuce, little tiny onions, and Thousand Island. That is all this burger is. I'm eating my burger, and as I'm eating my burger on my own counter, I look over. They want your burger. I didn't read the red part, and I don't care, because I read the red part and it seemed more like a threat. I got threatened while eating my burger. I got threatened while eating my burger. No. No. It's talking about Skylanders? Well, oh yeah. But yeah, if everything goes well, we'll know for fact tomorrow. But we'll plan on Skylanders being finished up next week. We might not do the poll on what to do next until after, because right after that stream, I want to have another Skylanders one. That's the Skylanders Nuzlocke, which will be a longer stream. After the Nuzlocke, maybe. I'll figure it out, what we do after Skylanders. Because obviously that'll be the last Skylander stream. Major, like, story-wise, we completed them all kind of stream. Although I want to do the Nuzlocke. But yeah. I got threatened with my burger. I got threatened with my burger. And, okay. You know what? We're gonna do this. I need answers. I need answers. Is this a threat? Is this a threat? Please let me know. Please let me know if this is a threat. Just please let me know. I don't care. And if it's not a threat, let me know what else it is. Because to me, anything that's taking my burger from me, they are a threat and they need to be neutralized. That's what it is. Which basically means if you take anything from me, you're taking my burger, because you know, everything's a burger. And if you don't want me to go into burger logic, then we won't go into burger logic. And I'm just trying to be helpful. No, that is not a burger. That is not a burger. You know, I don't think I'd be doing that anyway, so you couldn't take it from me because it wouldn't exist. But yeah, I don't know. I felt vaguely threatened by this bag, and I had to take a picture of it, and I had to share it, because that is what I noticed. And I don't know who passed it. Like, it's kind of funny, but it's also very scary. And, yeah, the scaries. Just so you know, the poll is ending in roughly 40 seconds. Get your votes in or forever hold your peace. We'll see. We'll see. Another vote for yes. Is this indeed a threat? Is this indeed a threat? I'm starting to think that it is indeed a threat. I don't think the no's are gonna come back from this. I'm curious to see who the no's were. But we'll see. Roughly 20 seconds for the poll. Is Carl's Jr. threatening me? It's a promise, not a threat, but a threat is a promise, right? Is a threat not a promise? Isn't a promise just a threat that someone intends to keep? Isn't it the same thing, Foggy? Therefore, it is the same thing. I believe. No, a promise means it's gonna happen. A threat means that it could every promise is a threat, but not every threat is a promise. Is this the square and rectangle theory? I feel like that's how it is. On your end again? Oof. Well, yes, 4-2. So it's a threat. It's a threat. Okay? It may be a promise as well, but it's definitely a threat, if nothing else. Got it. Alright, well, I do believe that is all I have to talk about, considering how hard it was for me to remember the Burger Box bag badums in whatever that was. I don't think that I'm trying to scroll up to see if there's any last second things. I don't see anything else. Except my Discord Nitros finally ran out, and now I am a basic person again, and I no longer have a fish picture, and I don't have fancy emotes anymore. But that's okay, because who needs fancy emotes? Yeah. Okay, with that being said, thank you all. Sorry, I'm like frantically scrolling to see if there's anything else. I don't see anything else. Thank you all for coming to today's stream. That was a lot of stories, even though it wasn't as many. I'm sorry I didn't tell any like the magical salami made up stories, but that's okay. Apparently we got to freak someone out by talking about the basement, and you know, I think they left. Wait, did they actually leave the server? Be really funny if they did. You know, they didn't leave the server. I'll call that a win. Alright, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. We will be back next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The days have not been announced, but most likely plan for a day where we have a Skylander stream. Plan to finish Skylander Superchargers next week. We have a lot to go through, so it might not happen, but I'm gonna try and make it happen all in one stream. Also, keep an eye out. I will be making an announcement about a possible confession stream coming up. When that will be, I do not know, but I do plan for that to happen. Everything else, we will see. Okay. Yeah, right. You can do it, right, Foggy? I believe in you, Foggy. Anyway. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream, and yeah, see you next time.